Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to do a quick little quest here in Qeynos. It'll take place in North and South Qeynos. One of the great things about EverQuest is you don't have to kill anything to level up or even enjoy the game. Now, of course, yeah, that's 90% of the game is that at some point you're going to have to kill things. But it was nice to have an option not to have to. And it's amazing. You can actually gain several levels when you're a brand new character just by doing little runaround delivery quests and such. And I want to show you one of them right now. It's known as the Bard Reports. I'm outside the Qeynos gates here. I'm going to go ahead and go on in. I'm going to show you a quick way to get to the Bard Guild. Most people would come in and then follow this pathway right here. And it's kind of the long ways to go. It takes you by the cleric and paladins area. Anyway, it's kind of a roundabout way to get there. Actually, if you hook a right here and just follow this little wall right here and take this pathway left, you'll zone on in. Okay, we've zoned into South Qeynos here. And if you look straight ahead here, this guy right here, Jusean Evanesque, the Bard Guildmaster. Here is the Wind Spirit Song, which is the Bards Guild's area. Has all their guildmasters and the merchants that sell the spells, in this case songs for bards. Anyway, this is a quest just about anybody can do as long as you have, I think it's indifferent, high indifferent faction. Anyway, it's also nice. Let's say you're an older player, and for some reason you've killed bards or something. This is a possible way that you can build your bard faction back up. Go ahead and hail him here and see what he says. Hello there, Farmer Brown. That's my magician, the level 6. I am Jusean, loyal member of the League of Antonican Bards. You look like a reliable sort. Maybe you could help me out a bit. It's about time for our field agents to turn in their watch reports, and I need someone to go pick them up for me. So let's click on that link. And it says, we always have someone stationed on watch duty at the 2 main entries to the city to keep an eye on what is happening around Qeynos. We have Anahan and Biro down at the docks, and Leanna and Keenon working the north gate. I'm going to go ahead and click on Anahan and Biro down at the docks link, since that's the same zone that I'm in right now in South Qeynos. And he says here, if you take this to Anahan or Biro down at the docks and then return the report to me as soon as you can, I will give you a small reward. Let's see what it gives us here. It gives us Jusean's report request. And I right-clicked on it, and it brings up the little message area here, and it says, Dock Watch. Please turn in your latest reports on the activities of the day as soon as possible. Jusean. Okay. It's nice they give you a choice. Of 1 or 2 people to turn it into. Sometimes when we do these quests, people roam. And some of these NPCs stay still. So let's head on out to the docks here. In a roundabout way. And there's 2 different ways you can get over to this area. Okay, here's kind of the little merchants, farmers market square area here. And see the mermaid's lure right in front of me. And that lets me know I'm at the docks. Now there's 2 sets of docks. And I'm not seeing anybody here. So let's check the second set. Aha. Here's Biro. Let's go ahead and hail him and see what he says. Greetings, Farmer Brown. How are you this evening? Hope you're faring much better than I am. I'm stuck on a night watch here and never get to see my lovely Aina. That's a link to another quest. We're not going to do that. We're just going to turn in the note and see what he says. Okay. That worked. And he says, oh, report time already again. Here you go, Farmer Brown. Be careful around here at night. I've been seeing some rough-looking characters lurking about. Yeah, we got some faction hits when we did that. Faction standing with League of Antonican Bards has been adjusted by 10. That's a nice little jump. Knights of Truth by 1. Guards of Qeynos by 1. Ring of Scale and Mayong Mistmore both went down by 1. And I gained a little minimal amount of experience, not even 1%. And he gave me the note back. And I right-click on it, and it says, so far this evening, been fairly quiet. I think Captain Rohan has been hitting the bottle again tonight. The drunken Iron Toe, which refers to the dwarf, has been hassling that poor Farron kid again. Of special note, some guy named Lowmark nearly killed a deckhand tonight for mishandling one of his packages. Must be some pretty precious cargo. I think this guy might be a smuggler, but I haven't figured out in Qeynos are yet. I will keep you posted, Biro. There's some significance to this report. It mentions 3-4 different people or situations, and those are other quests that you can go attempt and get in the middle of. All right, so let's run back and turn this report in. Here in the market square, I'm going to go the back way to get to the Bards Guild area. Just so you can see both ways of getting there. And here it is. Okay. Turn this into him, see what happens. All right, we got some nice fashion adjustments here. Your faction standing with League of Bards adjusted by 25, so that's a huge jump. So just in that quick turn in, we got, what was it, 10 plus 25, so there's 35 in just a matter of seconds. Knights of Truth went up by 3. Guards of Qeynos went up by 3. Ring of Scale and Mayong Mistmore both went down by 1 again. And you gain experience, and at level 6, that was still less than 1%. So, not much experience, but doesn't look like any money hardly. It says 9 copper. So that's nothing. And the previous turn-in got nothing. So you got 9 copper. Not very much money, not really worth it if you're trying to gain money, no matter what your level. But that faction hit was huge if you're trying to build it back up with the Bards. And that matters because there are several other quests in the game that involve traveling to different zones and relaying messages and the such. And you can't do them if you don't have that faction. And, of course, it also helps with people's epics, especially if you're Bard and you screw up and kill people in your own guild. Now, he returned, or excuse me, when we return that note, he did not give it back. He got the report he needed. So what I'm going to do is hail him again and do the watch reports. And now I'm going to click on the link for Leannon and Qeynos working the North Gate. And again, he gives us watch report note, and yes, exactly identical as the first one. So let's get out of here and go back to North Qeynos. Okay, this is from that shortcut I showed you earlier. We can quickly get out there. And I just want to run back out here to the front. I'm going to spin around here and look up. And you can see there's a guy up here on the ramparts. And that is Qeynos. So that's one of the guys we need to turn the watch report into. And the way you get up there is come back to where this exterminator and the merchant is. And there's a door here. And it leads to stairs. We've got to look around here. Ah, there's the stairs. If you take the stairs, it'll lead you up here to the ramparts. And there he is. So let's go ahead and turn it into him. And he says, hey, Farmer Brown, yawns. Here you go, yawns. Please excuse my yawning, but this working nights, it's really drained the energy out of me. Though it does, yawn, get interesting around here sometimes, which helps to keep me awake. Anyway, be safe, Farmer Brown, and I'll see you later. And the faction adjustments we got were exactly identical to the first time we did a turn-in there in South Qeynos at the docks. League of Antonican Bards went up by 10, and the rest either went up by 1 or down by 1. You gain a minimal amount of experience. I'm at level 6. I finally got up to 33% from 32, so not much experience. And he did not give me any money. But we have the list. I'm going to right-click on it. This is the populations of bats and undead seem unusually high this evening, but the guards have had no problem keeping them outside the city gates. There have been some new guards on watch lately, and I don't particularly care for them. Sometimes they seem to be up to no good, hard to tell. That's about it for this evening. Okay, this message refers to a couple of situations and factions of the guards. You have corrupt guards, and you have the good guards. And so that's what he's referring to. And also the populations of bats and undead seem unusually high. This kind of leads you into dealing with the factions that live in the Qeynos aqueducts, and which are made up of the Necros and the Shadow Knights. Let's run back real quick and do our turn in of the Bard report here. Okay. And there's our turn in. Let's see what we get. All right, he says, interesting, good work, Farmer Brown. Thank you for the help. Okay, this time on the turn in, instead of that big 25 jump in faction, it was only 10 this time. And then the other ones were either up 1 or down 1. But we did gain some experience. Let's see, less than 1%. He gave me 3 copper and 1 silver. So that may or may not be random on the amount of money you get on that turn in. But again, this is really a faction quest, and also kind of an exploration quest. It leads you into other things, refers to the general storyline here in Qeynos. Anyway, it's for low levels and primarily for bards, but yeah, it's quick and easy. Okay, thank you for watching.